Hello D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Omelette, a series inspired by adventures in Aardia's Roll for Sandwich, where I let fate decide my brunch. Let's go. First, we'll roll for how many eggs we're going to be using, and looks like that's a 3 for 3 eggs. I'll just be using these standard grade A large eggs from Costco. Let's go ahead and break those open. Okay, pretty standard size yolks. Next up is the cheese roll. Let's see how this one goes. 1d6. It's a little blurry, so I focused it up. It was a 1, which is nacho cheddar popcorn seasoning. Great. So I have this nacho cheddar seasoning from Colonel Seasons. Great on popcorn. Not sure how it's going to be on eggs. It's a little salty. Not going to give us the melt we need. Let's see if our roll for main can save this. 1d8, here we go. And that is a 5 for fancy sausage. So I'm sure you're wondering what fancy sausage meant. I meant this smoked mozzarella with artichokes and garlic chicken sausage I got from Costco. Let's chop it up. I'll slice it and cut those slices in half, so hopefully this will all fit in one omelet. A lot of extra flavor so far with that main. Let's see if our roughage can save this, maybe make it a little more dull. Die went off the screen. A 2 and a 5. Okay, green peppers and carrots. Gonna be honest here, I don't buy vegetables very often, but we'll cut up this green pepper into little dices. Hopefully that'll work well with the omelet, not be too chunky. And we're gonna shred this carrot, peel and shred. All right, should be good for it. Hope it's not too packed of an omelet at this point. And of course, we need our wild magic roll. So here's our D20. I accidentally swapped the dice I used, but it's okay. That's an 8. And, I'm going to forgive it because bacon crumbles are going to help this thing a lot. I will not be making my own bacon crumbles. I'm actually going to use these I got from Costco. They're actually pretty good. So hopefully this will add more flavor. And finally, our finishing blow, 1d20 to see how we're going to finish off this omelet when it comes off the pan. That is a 3 for chocolate sauce. Oh, goodness. Well, you'll get to see the chocolate syrup after we cook it. We're going to first grease our pan with this olive oil spray. Then turn it on a low heat. Add in our eggs. All right, good coverage of the pan there. Every last drop. There we go. Okay, now our omelet is starting to white along the edges, so it's time to add in our cheese. Again, the nacho cheddar seasoning. Try to get a good coverage here. It's going to add a lot of saltiness, but it's not going to melt and keep the objects together inside. The sausage is pre-cooked, and it does have a little bit of that Gouda cheese in there, like I said, so maybe we'll get lucky and it'll melt a little bit and keep it sticking to the omelet itself so it doesn't fall apart when we flip it, but we'll just have to see. There's a lot of sausage pieces, so I ended up not using all of it because I did not want it to just explode when I made it. Okay, sausage is in there, all set to go. Here are the carrots. And again, I just feel like I have way more ingredients than I need. So I'm going to go a little easy on the carrots and green peppers. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the texture of green peppers, but here it might help a little bit, add a nice crunch to it. So with that sizzle, we kind of got to hurry up here. So I'm going to hurry up and put these bacon crumbles, the wild magic, on. This is a pretty decent amount, I think. It's going to add some more saltiness. Alrighty, we've given it a good amount of time. I think it's time to attempt to flip this. Again, like I said, without a good cheese in there, not a lot to bind these ingredients together. So, unfortunately, my omelet kind of fell apart. I mean, that could also be a skill issue, but maybe when I flip it, it'll fix it. We'll see. Going in for the flip, and oh, we're just making a bigger mess than we need to here. Yeah, had to let it cook a little longer so things would maybe stay in place. Okay, time to transfer this over to the plate and get it all nice and eaten. But you know I can't forget the chocolate syrup finishing blow. All right, I don't know how much to put on here, so hopefully this is enough. Oh, goodness. That is sloppy. All right, let's see how it tastes. Okay, so first impressions, obviously this smells really sweet, but not how you'd expect a savory omelet. Main thing, I gotta make sure I bring a knife next time because it took me a little too long to cut through this. Okay, first bite here. Interesting. Oh. I'm not quite sure about that. Gonna have to go in for another bite here. Definitely way too sloppy, kinda hard to keep everything together. You see it fell apart there. The chocolate gives it like a weird bitterness that like does not flow well with the savory sausage. The carrots are okay. The green pepper adds a nice crunch that I honestly kind of like here. And overall, I can't really taste that nacho seasoning. It just doesn't come through. And here's the last bite. This was a rough one. Oh, goodness. Not really feeling that. All right. Would not do this again. I'm going to have to give this on my 4-level scale a spoiled. Don't really do the 10 points. We'll call it death by chocolate. Thanks for joining us for our first episode. If you liked, leave a like, follow, and we'll see you next week. Bye.